few weeks before, maybe like 4 or 5 weeks ago, it was very lack of momentum. But recent, the recent performance of the market after the dissolution of parliament has been quite interesting because last week and I believe 2 weeks ago as well, uh, things have been cooling down. There's a bit of recovery after the dissolution, and today also I think it's quite decent. Not to say it's very very bullish. We can't say that, but is it recovering, rebounding? It's between this. Halloween. Yes, Halloween and it's Halloween. Okay. Since my video is clear, sound is clear. Okay. I guess we can begin the talk now. So as usual, I have to read out to you this disclaimer, especially for first timers. This talk is for information and educational purposes only and should not be construed as a solicitation to buy or sell any of the stocks mentioned herein. The speakers or staff may have position in some of these stocks. All right. So for Halloween, what does the stock market have for us? Is it trick or is it treat? Let's see. So for today, we're just going to go through the top content for today are just market outlook and stocks to watch and then Q&A. But this time for stocks to watch, there's more things to talk about now. Actually, later you'll see why. So as of 12:30 p.m. today, gainers were 457, losers 278. KLCI currently up by 16.69 points at 1,464 points. Turnover is around 8 million. Okay, it's I would say more active than usual. All right. So as usual, any questions that you have, you can type them in the comment section. If it's something I can answer on the spot, I'll answer. Otherwise, maybe the next slides will answer, or we keep it until the Q&A at the end of the session. So first, we usually start with the KLCI. So let's take a look at this. So for the KLCI, let's go back a bit and see what happened in the past. So previously, there was an old high resistance here. There was a support here at one point, and then it broke. Okay. So the old high resistance was at this level, and the support here was broken with a down gap. Okay, so now this level is the current resistance. Okay, so let's say we were still here, and then when it broke this support here, there was weakness in the KLCI, and it went down and down to even break this old low support. So when that was broken, it was broken shortly, then rebounded, and then broke again with a down gap, which is a sign of weakness. Then because of that, we projected using Fibonacci projection that if it were to continue to go lower, the next lower support to be tested would be this level. However, that did not happen. So what happened before the index even touched this level? It rebounded. So you see the stretch. Okay, it rebounded. So this is today's chart, screenshot sometime this morning, right? So the close just now, as I mentioned, is 1,464 points, I believe. Okay, at the current closing price. Okay, this was just short a few minutes before the closing, so the candle shouldn't be too much difference. So over here you can see how this level here is crucial. All right, the index is currently testing this level, and then we have to wait and see whether it can break out above this ceiling here, or will the ceiling be too strong enough to push the index downward again. Okay, So technically speaking, this is how it is. And then take into account of all the political uncertainties and so on. As chartists, those things have already been reflected into the price chart. Okay. So but the KLCI, remember, it consists only of 30 stocks. Okay, as a benchmark to show our stock market's health in general. So to know in with more detail, more accurately how the market's doing, we have to dissect further. Okay, oops, before that I forgot. This level here also coincide with the trend line here, the downtrend line. So this is a good resistance level. If it can exit this level, meaning it's breaking out of the previous support term resistance and also the trend line. All right, so within this week, let's see what happens. All right, after looking at the KLCI, usually the next index we would look at is this one, FBMM SCAP, which consists usually of mostly of mid and small cap stocks. So how is this index doing? So if we go back over here, there was a rectangle previously. The resistance was at was here 17,468, and then the support here was holding and holding until at one point it broke with a down gap as well. Okay, but right now, yes, this level is support and resistance, and it is currently being tested. Okay, the next low support we see would be the previous low, okay, around this level over here. So you can see the FPMM ACAP is you can say is more steady, right? But the KLCI is rebounding more strongly compared to the FBMM SCAP. Okay, but understand this, that usually when we trade without realizing, a lot of our stocks are inside this category. Okay, so if this is doing well, maybe the stocks that you are in are generally doing well as well. And then since this is a sideways market, right? If we look at it from this way, okay, it's going flat. This is where oscillators like RSI is more useful over here. So RSI is saying it is currently above 50, which means there is bullishness. Okay, I'm not saying the trend is bullish. What I'm saying is within this range. Okay, right now the for short term there's some bullish momentum going on, and hence, which is why we can also see that the index is now testing the support turn resistance. If it can break out above this level, then this will be a good sign. All right, so for the two indices, they're both testing the current resistance that we see, resistance turn support. So what else can we do after looking at these indices? Well, we can go to the sectorial indices. But this time as well, I don't think there's many sectorial indices to look at. Only one or two, but never mind. We'll take a look. So just to let you know, sectors we have the main sectors we have 13. Okay, in this talk, I'm just gonna talk about two. One is just to monitor in case something happens in the near future. Another one is something that's currently happening, interesting thing happening. Okay. And then just to let you know that for our report today, the newsletter for this morning, it was written that some stocks that helped to move the market as of last Friday, if we're talking about the IPO stocks, there are these three: LGMS, SFP Tech, and Infotech. For the glove stocks, they are being monitored because they recently have bullish momentum. They are Supermax, Kosan, Harta, Top Glove, and CarePlus. Okay, so And then based on this observation, it actually made it easier for me to decide, which sectorial index to look at. Okay, so if the glove stocks have some movement and the healthcare index is coinciding with the movement, then we can put that in our radar uh, because there can be something happening with these stocks. Okay, so we just keep a close eye on them first. All right, but before the healthcare index, as I mentioned just now, there's one sectoral index I just want to mention in case something happens in the future, which is the transportation and logistic index. Okay, why? Other than the trend line breakouts here, okay, and here, it's not just the trend line breakouts, but the rally recently have been a sharp one and strong. Okay, so why is it just monitoring? Okay, because while the index is rallying aggressively, but we couldn't find any stocks that are suitable to be called bullish, whether it's short term or long term, based on our criteria. When I looked at them, they're mostly like illiquid and erratic candles. Okay, so because of that, we currently don't have any transportation and logistics stocks to monitor for now. Okay, but the index is just telling us that, all right, in the near future something might happen, so we just keep a close eye on this first. Okay, so for the main attraction of today would be, if you guys have been following our group and newsletter report, it is the healthcare index and selective glove counters. Okay, so here's why. First thing, keep in mind that the overall trend of the healthcare index is still downward. All right. So if you were to draw a few trend lines in the past, you will see whipsaws here and there. Okay. Latest one would be here, from this high connected to here, and there is a breakout. Okay. So that's one thing. From a bigger picture, there's a trend line breakout, but keep in mind that the overall direction is still downward. Now we take a closer look at it. So when we zoom in, you can see in terms of our trend following system, the TAD system, there was a breakout on the 17th of October. And then shortly after that, there was a bullish flag breakout. So bullish flag is a short-term continuation chart pattern, which implies that after a short pause in the market is likely to resume its rally. Okay, so this is a short-term continuation pattern. And then seeing how the healthcare index broke the downtrend line, there's a TAD breakout, there's a bullish flag breakout, while the overall direction is still down. Okay, so this is where we view it as it's short-term bullish. Currently there's momentum, but until there is a stronger sign that the momentum can last, to us it's just a short-term bullish, or you can also say technical rebound. Okay, so that's for healthcare index. But what about the stocks? Because just because healthcare index is currently showing breakouts, it doesn't mean all the healthcare stocks are doing the same. So this is where you need to have human intervention to do the scan yourself, to look at the charts yourself, and to see which individual stocks are actually moving up. Okay, just like the healthcare index. So that will be the stocks to watch for today. Okay, so these are selective glove counters based on our newsletter and TAD system. All right, and just like I mentioned earlier, take note that overall direction is still down. Whatever bullish movement we see right now, we just still consider it as short-term bullish, okay, or technical rebound, until there is a stronger sign of bullishness. So the first one is Supermax. So Supermax was first featured in our newsletter on the 7th of October. Okay, it was based on a TD breakout. So this is, I don't mind the watermark here. I think you can still see. Okay, this was screenshot from the report. So this was on when we featured on the 7th of October. So now, 31st of October, okay, we can see from here after the breakout, all right, there was pullback in between, but now Supermax is has been rallying ever since. Okay, so this is just within a short period of time, about it's less than a month. Okay, so that's why we still call it short-term bullish. So during this, we call it low. Okay, not only Supermax staged a TD breakout and China breakout. At that time also, Kosan was another one. If you can see, and yes, it staged a breakout on the same day as Supermax, and hence both of them were featured on the same day. Okay, I think at that time there were other stocks as well, but we had to be careful. Okay, so we were just being selective. We handpicked those that we think are the best. Okay, as for Kosan, it was quite slow. All right, but eventually it did rally. And as of today, it hit a resistance of 1.26. Okay, and it was the same one projected as of when we posted this on the 7th of October. Okay, so Kosan's a bit slow, but it is, having a small rally over there. So at first there were just these two glove counters, but after that, we saw more breakouts coming from the other selective counters, such as Care Plus. So on the 17th of October, it staged a turtle breakout. All right. And then a few days later, now, Care Plus is currently here. Okay. So from here, let me circle it. From here, now we are here. This is as of hold on. Okay, I think I mixed up the charts a bit. Hold on, guys. Okay, for Care Plus chart later, I'll pull out on SI, right? So we're gonna move on to the next chart first. Okay, Adventa. So Adventa was with Care Plus as well on 18 on the 18th of October. It was featured because of a total breakout one day before. So this is how Adventa is now. All right. So currently, why we're monitoring this as well is because if you look here, there was a support here, then broken. Now it's a support turned resistance, right? And price has been testing this level for a while. So now we have to wait and see whether this ceiling will push price downward or will it be broken by the bulls. Okay. Other than that, we also had Harta. Okay, so Harta was also together with Adventa and Care Plus. Okay, so it was just recent over here when the breakout when we featured it. Now it's here. It's just barely above the trend line, so it's a bit slow. Okay, the fastest was Supermax. It was the first one to be featured along with Kosan, but performance-wise, Supermax was faster. And then the most recent one is Top Glove. Okay, Top Glove was just recently featured based on bullish flag breakout and a turtle breakout. So now, today is also staging another turtle breakout. It's just making another new high for today. Okay, so to put it in a nutshell, the glove stocks all this time have been going down. Okay, but recently things might be different because not only the healthcare index is up, okay, but the selective counters, the selective glove counters are also staging breakouts and moving up based on our criteria. Okay, so it was first it was 2, and then later it was slowly coming more and more glove counters breaking out. Okay, so uh we view it as technical rebound or short-term bullish until they form a clear formation of higher highs and higher low. Then we can say that it is an uptrend. Okay, so until that happens, we can just monitor these glove counters, okay, and then see whether they can start a new rally or not. Okay, so next, okay, we're gonna look at the SI station. Let me just switch my screen for a while. Okay. So I hope you can see my screen now. SI station. Okay. All right. So for Care Plus, so just like I mentioned, Care Plus was featured in our newsletter on the 18th of October, okay, which is here. But it was based on the previous day's breakout. So that means when this breakout occurred. All right, when this breakout occurred, let me make it thicker. Okay, the next day we featured it. So we saw this slowly happening in selective glove counters, which is why we are putting more attention on them. Then you can see that they've been gaining momentum recently. Even if the volume of Care Plus, you see, there's been an increasing trading activity. Okay, so for Care Plus, there's the next resistance to be tested would be 53 cents over here. Total support is at 31 cents. So based on last week's performance, it made us monitor the glove counters, and as of today, all right, so far so good. They are staging total breakout, okay, just like Care Plus over here. And then, oh yeah, I forgot to mention certain IPO stocks, or in layman term, new stocks that also helped to move the market. Some of them were SFP Tech. All right, so SFP Tech. Let me clear the drawings. All right, so for SFP Tech, you know that ever since, if you follow our webinar from last week, it was over here. After the breakout, it's been rallying, and then here we mentioned that it was losing momentum and it was testing this 50 EMA support. Okay, and this level, this timing also, it had a stochastic, okay, bullish crossover over here, and I think it also coincided with Fibonacci retracement. Yes, okay, so hence, which was why we said this could be a good support level or turning point for SFP Tech. But some rebounds like this, not necessarily they go up immediately. Some of them, they might go sideways first and then up. Okay, the good ones, of course, they go up immediately, all right? But we can't be too sure which one will happen first. That's why we just have to identify the important levels, which is here. We can say this is the turning point. Then we see what happens. Is it going to go flat, or is it going to go up? or will the support here break? All right, so that's for SFP Tech. And then another one, a few others were LGMS. Okay, LGMS, as of on 27th of October, there was a new TAD breakout, okay, so which implies bullishness. Okay, so today it's a red candle, but all right, there was a breakout. So now we're gonna see whether it can break above the all-time high or not of 1.45. Okay, so other than this, it was also Infotech. All right, so for Infotech, total resistance for today is at 46 cents. So based on turtle, anything above 46 cents would be a total breakout. But since it's already near the all-time high here, you can also look at the all-time high resistance here as a reference level for a breakout. Okay. So if a breakout of the turtle does happen, it will be a new TAD breakout. Then we will have 1, 2, and 3 green arrows. So if that happens, then we can say trend is likely to turn to bullish. Sorry. All right. Okay, other than that, just want to show you here that this is as of 12:30's closing. I did a scan. These are the breakouts currently that we have based on turtle. So from here, I can see some familiar stocks like CarePlus. All right, CarePlus. There's also Top Glove. So currently, these two glove counters are staging a turtle breakout. So you can see how they're gonna do after 2:30. Other than that, this I believe this is today's today's newsletter stock. It was just featured this morning. Okay, so for this, is this all-time high? No, it's not. Okay, but nevertheless, this is a good one. All right, so if you follow the three arrows here, the last arrow was triggered here, and then price has been rallying up, okay, since here. And then since this rally is a sharp one, okay, if you're to look for support, okay, best to look at the nearest level, okay, such as yesterday's low. Okay, because if you were to use a turtle support, it will be too slow. It's too far. Okay, so you can use one candle behind. So for Hexen is bullish, and it's currently making a sharp rally. The sharper it goes, the more you have to be careful. And then your support here, you have to move it up to the more recent candle. Okay. Now going back to the PowerPoint. Okay. All right. Today I think I have to end it slightly early because I'm not feeling too well as well. Okay. So we will proceed with the Q&A session a bit earlier lah. All right. Okay. But before the Q&A, just want to let you all know that we teach both academic and practical technical analysis. And then this is our newest product. It's the F1 computerized stock trading course. This is pre-recorded, so meaning you can once you have access to it, you can watch it at any time and anywhere on your phone or your laptop as long as you have Wi-Fi. And today is the last day for the payday sale. Okay, and the things that you can learn from here are that we have more than 30 learning videos, topics related to Malaysian stock market, technical analysis, money management, T80 system. That's the highlight. Okay, it also comes with some share investor and trading view tutorials as well. So for anyone who is busy, you like to be on the go, this would be the one for you. Okay, as for those who are more serious and want to have a career in the line of technical analysis, you will need qualifications. Okay, so we have the professional certificate in financial technical analysis course for you. This time we have an installment plan up to 24 months. All right, so that's 794 ringgit per month. So the latest intake is over. It ended in September this year. We only have 2 intakes per year for this. So the next one will be in January 2023. So what are the reasons that to take this PCFTA course? Like me, I was a student of this PCFTA course. Why I took it is because I was still in my university doing my degree in business management, but at the same time I was also trading. Okay, but then I had in mind that maybe of starting a business. I think I want to be in the line of trading, technical analysis. So I wanted to have qualifications and better understanding in technical analysis. Okay, that's why when I saw this, okay, PCFTA, what it can do, improve trading skills, enhance understanding, and also this, because I'm young, I need qualifications for people to recognize me. Okay, these two were enough for me to take the PCFTA. Okay, some people they dream big. They want to be employed in these big firms. Okay, they can do that as well. All right, some want to be a successful author. Okay, or some may want to even teach technical analysis in university and college. Okay, right now I'm teaching, but it's just not in university and college. In the future, maybe, I don't know. But this PCFTA was really a door for me. It opened my career path in technical analysis. Okay, so here I mentioned qualifications, right? In from STA and IFTA. To get these qualifications, you need to pass the STA UK exam. It's a diploma exam. So our latest result from students was 93% passes in STA paper 1. 6 of them scored distinction. Paper 1 is it's just objective questions. Okay, the harder one is paper 2. We had 72 passes and 2 distinctions. It's a subjective paper. The thing here is the paper is hard, so you would want good guidance from the lecturer. Okay, so that you increase the chance of you passing or even scoring distinction. Then you can get the title MSTA UK and CFTE US beside your name. Okay, and these 2 distinctions in the whole world during that intake, there were only 3 students who got this distinctions, and then 2 of the students came from our academy. That's just how tough the STA UK paper is. Okay, next intake is in January 2023. So once again, if you pass the prestigious STA UK and it's just the STA UK exam, okay, you pass this, you can get both titles, okay, without taking any additional paper. So you pass those exams, you can get this title, MSTA UK and CFTE US beside your name. Okay, then you'll have qualifications for the field of technical analysis. So if you're interested, you can hurry up and register. You just contact these numbers and then you can you tell them which product you want, or you can even ask them about any of our other products. Okay, so now I'm gonna open to the floor and you can post your questions below. Okay, let me take a look at the comments section. Hold on. Okay, Halloween, clear, okay. Oh, those are the old comments. Okay. All right, anyone? Any questions? You can ask about technical analysis. You can ask about stocks that you want to have a look at, about the market, or even about any of the products that I just mentioned. Okay, Lawrence says Hexstar. Okay, let's take a look. Switching my screen. Okay, I hope you can see my SI station now. Hexstar, let's see how it's doing. Okay. So Hexstar here, this is my old annotation. If this was the all-time high, as I labeled, that means currently over here, this is the new all-time high, which is at 2 ringgit and 44 cents. Okay, 2 ringgit and 44. The rest, I'll just clear them up first. Okay. So Hexstar are currently making a new all-time high. So new all-time high, especially if the closing is also a new all-time high close, it is a sign of strength. Okay, so Hexstar, technically speaking, is currently bullish, but you have to be careful that sharp climbs like this, if they go down, it can also be a fast one. So for this, you have to be quick. Okay. And um, as for the nearest support you can see for a climb as sharp as this, some would like to put it below the previous low, below the low of the previous candle, okay, to be exact. Okay. Or maybe the shadow over here. Okay, you can do that as well. Because if you refer to the total support as labeled here, 171, it's too far and too slow, okay? This is meant for moderate trend, okay? The ones that go for up 45 degree. But if it's short like this, 60 degree, 70 degree, you want to look at something closer. Okay, so Hexstar currently bullish based on technical analysis. Okay, as for target, I think we can use chart patterns. Okay. I see a flag here, bullish flag. So if this is indeed the bullish flag, okay, the flag pole would be, here. Okay, and this level is around 286. Okay, so based on chart patterns analysis, if we take the height of the flag pole or the previous rally and project it at the breakout point, it will be this level. But some people they like to just stick with Fibonacci projection. Okay, you can do that as well. So let's see based on Fibonacci where it shows. Okay, we can take the recent low. Okay, if like that, the first golden ratio is here, 259. Okay, so for Hexstar, that's my view. It's technically bullish based on technical analysis, but be careful of the sharp rally. Next, from Ashraf, Ajia. Okay, for Ajia, oh, it's also a new all-time high. So today's high is 136. Okay, for Ajia, technically speaking, it is bullish in terms of trend because it just made a new all-time high. The closing also is a new all-time high. All right. But for if you to follow the principle of sorry, not principle, in technical analysis, instruments that are not liquid or that are erratic, they tend to work less. Okay, so for IGI, you can see that the candles are quite erratic, okay, and just a bit illiquid. Okay, and hence if you apply TA, it may give a lot of whipsaw. All right, but still, we can still apply technical analysis just for the sake of knowing what's the outlook based on TA. Okay, so like I said just now, based on TA, it's technically bullish. All right. So let's see if price can make a new turtle breakout. See if it can close above 1.34. Okay. Next one, CS Scenic. Okay, CS Scenic. If this was the all-time high, then today is the new all-time high. Okay, so today's high is currently 136. Okay. All right, moderate trend like this is where turtle support is reliable. Okay. So 6. Okay. All right, new all-time high is 1.36. Based on our newsletter, this was the previously projected resistance to be tested, 1.37. It's just 1 cent left, and then it will be hit. Okay, so for CSNX, during this stretch, it was a healthy rally because price was going up with rising volume, and TAD was triggered here. Okay, the 3 arrows, 1, 2, and 3. On the 20th of July, it has been rallying ever since. Today, there are still no 3 red arrows, so in terms of TAD, it's still technically bullish. It's just that during this period, it went sideways for a while. Okay. It was taking a rest. So right now it's attempting to make a new breakout. If it can break out firmly above, I would say, if we follow the turtle above 1.35, then it can stand a good chance to resume its rally. Okay, and then the next resistance to be tested will be 1.48 based on our newsletter. Okay, and yes, it was projected from Fibonacci projection. Okay, any other questions? I'll give until 1:55. If there are no questions, then we can end the session. Okay, while waiting, I'm gonna take a look at the other stocks that staged total breakout for today. Okay, Hexagon was there. Kobe, I haven't seen this one in a while. Okay, Kobe is breaking up the total resistance 2.84. All right. Okay, then also based on my old annotation, okay, there's a support here. Retested a few times. Okay, then there's a new set of 3 green arrows over here. Synergen. Okay. Okay, I think this will be the last one for today, right? Okay, Synergen. Let me clear the drawings. Okay, I think we know this is the all-time high. 1.15. Okay, keep that in mind. And then what does the TAD tell us? Latest set of arrows are red arrows. So technically bearish until there is a new set of 3 green arrows. So right now it is bearish, or you can also say neutral with bearish bias. But what about potential support area? Where can it potentially retrace to? How low? So based on Fibonacci, it has passed the 38.2%. This one here, this candle was formed right above the 50%. Okay. So let's see if it will hover and stay above this level or not. If it goes lower, okay, this would be the last support to look at, because technically speaking, anything that retraces below this level, the 61.8%, is it's likely that the trend has already reversed. Okay, if you're still above, there is still some chance. Okay, so for Synergen, based on TAD, it's bearish. So now we just wait for a new set of 3 green arrows before we do anything. Okay, so that's the last request. Thank you guys for joining. Okay. Sorry that I cannot stay with you guys longer or give more info during the Q&A. Thank you, Heng. Yeah, I hope I'll get better soon. I haven't tested, but I don't think it's COVID. It's just it's just runny nose. All right, so okay, everyone. Again, thank you for joining. Although it was just a bit unsure, I hope you got some useful info on how to deal with the market in the near future. Okay, so like what I said recently, selective glove counters had some movement. Okay, so the selective ones you already know. So keep a close eye on them and see what happens, whether they will form a formation of high high and high low or not. Okay. So thank you. Okay. Thank you, Eng. speedy recovery. Okay, I hope. Thank you all for joining. Take care, stay well. Hope to see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Hi everyone. If you want to be an expert in trading the financial markets or to be a professional in this line of work, join our professional certificate in financial technical analysis. This certificate course is a 3-month course. You will learn 30 improvement modules to enhance your trading strategies. At the same time, we prepare you for the prestigious diploma in financial technical analysis exams from the UK, as well as the certified exams from the US. You will be in good company. What you will learn from this course is applicable to stocks, commodities, CFDs, Forex, cryptocurrencies, crude palm oil, index futures, and learn how to make profit from up and down markets. Here are the 5 reasons why you take this course. Number 1, deeper understanding of technical analysis and other indicators. Number 2, obtain a diploma in financial technical analysis from world-renowned organizations. Number 3, you might want to be employed in an international brokerage firm, unit trust, or bank. Number 4, you may want to teach technical analysis in universities or colleges. And number 5, you may want to be a renowned author like myself. Choose your learning modes, in campus or online classes. Now, let me show you our track record since 2007. In 2018, we have a passing rate of 100% for the STA Paper 1 from our 19 intake students. Later in 2019, our students brought in a passing rate of 100% as well for both Paper 1 and Paper 2. Now, let me show you what the other benefits are for signing up with us. Benefit number 1, 13 powerful modules. We'll give you the hard copies and you can keep them, and this is worth 90,000 ringgit. Benefit number 2, you will have access to our TAD system for 6 months, and this is worth 60,619 ringgit. Benefit number 3, you will have access to my daily newsletter for 6 months, and this will help you in your trading. I will tell you which stocks to look out for, and this newsletter is worth 5,000 ringgit. Benefit number 4, you will get 2 advanced trading software, 1 the SI Station with TAD templates, and 2 the MetaTrader 4, and this is worth 25,000 ringgit. Last but not least, you'll be in our Telegram support group for 6 months, and we'll continuously support you with all the help that you need. It is worth 5,000. The value of this course is 185,619. You will have special discounts if you sign up now.
Premiumbeat.com.
So hurry up and register now. Contact our customer support at these numbers.